What's up, family? If you've seen the Brandon Suarez video, you will see so many people have gone out of their body after watching that video. In fact, our own Ebru Kartili went out of her body that exact same night after watching the Brandon Suarez video. So I really want to emphasize this next guest for you guys to pay attention, stay locked in, because we got special treats throughout. And this is dealing with the power of the mind, telekinesis, psychokinesis, however you see it. But this is more evidence that we are God, that we are supernatural beings naturally. So I encourage you all to watch this and to take away from it what you can. But as you guys know, the One Podcast, our content is about igniting you, activating you, not simply informing or just simply educating you. This is to take you to the next level. So please, without further ado, enjoy. I love you. We are one.
The One Podcast.
How's it going?
Going great.
Yeah, I'm so excited, man.
Yeah, me too.
This is
This
going to
is
be another great one.
this is gonna be amazing.
It's like, man, we just keep going from great to great to great to great to great to great to great. It's just, and that's the nature of God, to go from glory to glory. It's such an exciting thing and an opportunity to be able to follow our passion like this and serve the community and be here right now where we are. I
Yeah,
can't be more excited, man. I'm really excited.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited for this guest today.
Yeah, this is the man.
Like, what are we gonna just learn today? What
Exactly.
like is it's for me? It's like I'm learning so much more myself because we're learning what we are capable of.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what more
Mm-hmm.
can I do that I didn't know I could do?
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm.
Because these are all people with superpowers, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So it's just very exciting.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So perfect, man, being here in the present.
Yeah.
Let's just go into that meditative state too. We just bring ourselves in, hold ourselves close into that heart center, bring ourselves into that deep depth of awareness that we are all that there is, that we are God. Bring ourselves into our awareness that we are all one, with everyone, with everything, with all that there is. We
Mhm.
are that all that there is. Letting our heart center flow, shine, our energy,
Yes.
letting it run through the circuitry, run through the mainstream, run through the mainframe, run through the underground, run through the cosmos, that people will hear and feel and see and smell even this energy of one.
Yes.
We just speak celebration, celebratory magic, positivity to our community, to our family, to our viewers, to our listeners. And we just speak for Aaron to just have the most incredible experience with the One Podcast. Our viewers have the most incredible experience with Aaron through the One Podcast, and that there would be much fruit for all of us to grow from this meeting. And we just say
Yes.
thank you to ourselves, thank you to everyone, and so it is.
So it is.
Yeah.
I'm just very, very excited. I feel like it's great that we're having our meditation because it's going to really just allow you to be in the present. And
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's what's
Mm-hmm.
really is so important to be just in everyday, life. I feel like in everyday life it's so important to be present. And that's what I feel like I'm learning so much with these meditations. Meditation is literally something that's helped me so much
Yeah, big
in
time.
just being present, because you
Mm-hmm.
realize how much you're just everywhere else. Like your thoughts are constantly on just different things. but you always think about the next day. You always think about the next, what you're gonna do tomorrow. What's the plan for the
Mm-hmm.
weekend? What's this to
Yeah.
like on
Mm-hmm.
Monday? So then people that have kids, and these guests we have, but it's something about being still, which is also another
Mm-hmm.
thing I feel like that has helped me a lot with the OBE, is
Yeah.
being in that meditative state that Brandon he talks about a lot. He goes into the meditative state
Mm-hmm.
right before he's about to go out of his body. And I feel like that's really essential, just not without a but like just not because you about to have an out of body, but it's just like having being in that meditative state as much as you can throughout the day. And something that we have done, I feel like, which is just great when I'm looking back at it right now, is like, remember you telling me set your alarm every hour, or just
Mm-hmm.
once one like every hour go to the bathroom or go somewhere else and meditate for just two
Mm-hmm.
minutes or just be quiet and still and just remind yourself that this is a dream. Just remind yourself
Mm-hmm.
that you God. Just remind
Yeah.
yourself that this is all an illusion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because
Exactly.
the more you remind yourself of that, the more you I feel like when I'm doing that, I don't get caught up in this every day as much as I think I would. Sometimes you get caught
Mm-hmm.
up in the emotions of, like, they say people are stressed at work or just doing something else. Like, it could be just anything, but you're just so caught up in this 3D reality that it can affect
Yeah.
your day, it can affect your
Yeah.
mood, do so many things. So when you just learn to, like, just look around and be like, this is all illusion. I'm
Mm-hmm.
creating this thing,
Mm-hmm.
take
Mm-hmm.
the time, even if you don't do it once every hour, but just do it a minimum one time per day
Yeah.
where you just sit
Exactly.
still.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and some people might say, you know what, I don't even have time for that. Yes, you do have time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You have time to
I
just,
really do.
instead
Yeah.
of you, let's say, scrolling on the internet, social media, take
Mm-hmm.
the time just to be still with yourself.
Yeah. Instead of watching this podcast right now, you know what I mean?
No,
People sitting there
you
watching the
watch
podcast.
this
Yeah,
podcast.
yeah. People sitting here watching the podcast right now saying, I don't have time. Stop the podcast. You
Yeah.
got time right now.
Or you know what? Meditate with us. If you're
Yeah.
not
Mm-hmm.
meditating, if and you we know you're watching the podcast, which we are so grateful for, but when you're watching the podcast, make sure that you are meditating with us.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you're not already doing that, take a part of be a part of the meditation, because we're doing it for the community, we're doing it for all of us. It's not just us on the screen, it's for you,
Yeah.
because this is a big part of who we
Yep.
are,
Yep.
and just for all of us to co-create and connect together.
Yeah, and you guys know this is a community that we understand that our thoughts create reality. We understand that
Yeah.
there's responsibility that we have over our own words, our own actions. So this is a meditative, active community, at one. We're creating our reality. So even as Abru said, the end of this meeting, end of this interview, end of this experience, go into your own place, your own world with us as we create a world. As we're speaking what we see, take that time, that pause, and speak what you see in your world. And know that it is true, that you are the God of your reality. We're right here standing alongside you, sharing that information with you and that belief
Yeah.
with you, that understanding, that knowledge with you.
Yeah, yeah. And you also learn about patience, because sometimes people feel like I can't sit still for a minute, for 30 minutes. I mean, sorry, for 30 seconds or 1 minute, because they're like, like they can't just sit still. But
Yeah.
you're learning that. You learn to sit still. The more you do it, the first time you might, if you're not really a person that meditates, the first time can be hard to just sit still and just like you
Hmm.
have your thoughts everywhere. But the more and more you just, because honestly, before I met Reginald, I did not meditate. I mean, I just heard about people meditating, but I always thought that there was something like you had to be this spiritual,
Yeah, or
monks, gurus.
stressed out
Yeah, yeah, you were stressed out. Like, it had to be that. Like, that was not a
and
part of my
negative.
world back
Yeah.
then.
Uh-huh.
But then you put me on this meditation. I remember, like, you were like, lay down here. You put like the pillows, put like
Okay.
the comforter, and like
Yeah, I don't even
7
remember
feet.
this, but yeah.
Yeah, I remember because that was my first time. So you
Yeah.
you had me lay down in 7B,
Mm-hmm.
and like in the kitchen area, you know,
Wow.
not the
Okay.
kitchen, not the kitchen area, but like in the what do you call it, entrance, you know. I can't
Mm-hmm.
remember what it's called, but it's like right there. There's a space where you would like
Mm-hmm.
literally put down pillows and a comforter, like made a bed, and you
Yeah.
like lay down here. It was in the middle of the day. Lay down, and I'm gonna put on some music, and you're gonna just lay down and meditate. I'm like, what do you mean? Like I feel like I was wasting my time. Like this is the middle of the day. I'm just gonna lay down and do what, you know? And then
Mm-hmm.
you have me lay down, put on the music, and I'm literally closing my eyes. And I remember in the beginning, I was like feeling so. I'm like, come on, what are we doing? You know? And
Yeah.
the more and more I laid down, and you were just literally just sitting and staring at me too. And then the more I laid
Yeah.
down, I ended up falling asleep.
Wow. I'm
So I
glad you
think I
remember
fell
that.
asleep. Yeah, I think I fell asleep. I
Yeah.
don't know how long, but then when I
Mm-hmm.
like kind of like waking up, I'm like, whoa,
Wow.
that was relaxing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, and then since then, I've been meditating.
Yeah. Yep. You have been.
And
Oh.
another thing is that just wanted to add one more thing.
Yeah.
It also helps, uh, you know how, let's say, when people feel stressed,
Mm-hmm.
that when you just use to meditate, it helps you just to relax in those situations.
Yeah, 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 big time. I mean,
Breathe.
meditation is so essential, man. It's so undervalued, man. You see
Yeah,
it
it
so
really
undervalued.
is.
And I will say this, look, because we're a now community, it has been undervalued, for
Yeah,
so long. And
yeah,
it's all
exactly.
changed now
Thank
that
you.
we're here. Our community's here, one is here. We are the new earth, we are heaven bringing it upon this earth. So it has been, up until this moment, this now. And we're so happy to
Exactly.
share it with you. We're so happy to have you guys liking, sharing, subscribing our content. If you guys see how fast we've grown, by the time we post celebrating 200, it's 222. By the time we celebrate that, it's 250. By the time
Yeah.
we celebrate that, it's going on 300.
Yeah.
So,
I'm like hitting
this is
refresh
this is like
too.
day within the day too. This isn't like,
Yeah.
a week later type of stuff. This is you guys making
Yeah.
these moves. The algorithm is finding people like you, and we could not be more excited by that. So, you guys are only inspiring us to bring in people like Aaron, and we couldn't be more excited than to bring that to you. I'm getting I got my questions for Aaron too, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you gonna show us some of that, bruh. Hey.
Really? Yeah, that
Yeah.
that is
Hmm.
exciting. It's so exciting
Yeah. You,
because I honestly don't know what to expect.
yeah. Yeah. You guys know, you guys supporting us through the Patreon and our OF,
Yeah.
premium page. You guys are the direct reasons why we're actually able to do this. You, our viewers, also, the fact that you guys are liking, sharing, that's allowing us to move towards that 1,000 monetization goal. So now we'll have another stream to ensure that Ebru is able to be here alongside me working full time, because you guys know
Yeah.
that's where she belongs, working next to me. We belong to be together. Because we belong together, So it's a perfect opportunity, man, to just bring you guys into our family on a deeper level. So that's why we have our premium packages on Patreon, as well as we have co-creators, because we know there's some of you that want to know that you're a part of this. And at the end of the episodes like these, we'll be actually putting your names on the end credit special thanks screen, as well as immortalizing your name on our website,
Yeah.
because you guys are a part of our story. I remember our first post that we did after we posted Corey, our very first post episode. We woke up, saw so many comments, and we were just like, whoa, we had 12 subscribers. We were like, we made it. We
Yeah.
we were so confident, man. We were like, man, this is a wrap. And we've been moving as the top since TOP, the
Yeah,
one.
yeah, it's been such a great journey
Yeah,
to still,
yeah, yeah.
And
So
it's
thank
like
you all.
just seeing all these comments all the time, and I
Oh
mean,
man.
it's like, wow,
Look,
another one,
look, I'm telling y'all, start your own podcast, please. You're gonna find
Yeah,
your people that are just like you. The love that you're gonna be getting back is people that resonate so much with that specific like you. And there is literally so many people out there for everybody, man. This technology is also just an illusion in some ways. So take advantage of using this multi-billion person app called YouTube, Spotify has listeners, but you can connect and resonate, to a certain level of resonance with people that are just like you. And I mean it, just like you. So we love at one how we're all so very different, but at the same time we're the same. So you can feel one is truly that new earth energy. We talk about whatever, we're not limited about our discussions, our topics or subjects. As you guys will see with today's guests, we go all over the place. We really do. And
Yeah.
at the end of the day, as you guys will see on if you guys have seen with our episode with Caesar, our longest episode ever, this whole podcast was just set up for us to talk to people that we really wanted to talk to. So,
Yeah.
spread the message, but talk to whoever we want to talk to.
Yeah, and I feel like another thing that I want to add to this is most importantly, express yourself. Whether you are uh, doing it on a
Anybody.
podcast,
Yeah.
whether you're talking to yourself in the camera, whether you're
Yeah.
talking to people on social media, it could be any social media platform, but just express yourself because
Yeah.
there are literally people out there that are feeling the same way. Sometimes you can think that it just gonna sound stupid, or am I the only way that think this way? Because sometimes the environment you are in right now might not be people that are into OBEs, or there are people that are interested in OBEs. If let's say if that's what you're interested in, or just had an OBE that you want to talk to. Remember Brandon, he talked about that.
Yeah. Hmm.
He said it's just hard when your environment are not really into the same thing. So it could feel like, nah, like let me just not share it with anybody. Let me not just share it with people, around me. But
Yeah.
you have a whole world that you created that want to
Completely.
listen to you.
Yeah. I mean, it's sexy, y'all. It's
And
lovely.
we are so grateful that you are
Yeah.
taking the time to watch, listen, to add your comments. If you have any questions, please ask questions. We also talked about doing Q&As, which we feel like it's yeah, we're gonna do that because we have so many great questions that we also want to answer, and we
Yeah.
feel like why we not
It's
doing
essential. It's essential. I mean, if
yeah,
something's
why
getting
we
you
not
guys
doing that one?
out the
Yeah,
body in one night and hours, after Abru got off the call with Brandon and we see all your comments, why would we not set up a Q&A where you guys can ask your direct questions? And we don't want to be
exactly.
limited by YouTube. We don't want to be limited by Instagram. So that's why we have our Patreon set up right now and our OF so that we can talk to you guys how we want to talk to. We try to actually set up an account on Rumble and Rumble gave us some problems. I don't know why, but
Mhm.
we're maybe going to try that again,
Yeah,
but our message is to get you the message, and that you are God, we are one, and you are the all that there is, there's not much after that, when you know that you're God, have fun,
yeah,
and look
yeah.
what time it is.
Let's go. It's 111. Are we ready?
111.
So excited, I'm so ready.
Let's go.
This is a reminder. It's
And look, we
111.
see you, Todd, on LinkedIn. We see you.
Let's go.
We see all of you on LinkedIn too. I see so
Yeah.
many of you are actually coming from LinkedIn. And again,
And we
we're a
see you
different
on
type
our
of,
Patreon too.
yeah, yeah, we do. I don't know how you guys found
Yeah.
us because we jumped out of that thing at 11:11 because on the portal date. So we were like, hey, we're just making sure we're investing in the day. And we didn't even know till just like a couple of days ago, it's the 20th, that man, people were already in the Patreon before we even made the announcement, and then more people came in after. So Um, we just can't be more excited, man, with having you guys a part of our family. But you guys are gonna see we're gonna be talking to you guys more different, more deeper, in
Yeah.
more detail when we're on our Patreon community because we can really talk how we want to. Already
Yeah.
the exclusive content we got on there, I don't even know if I can say the word, that's on there, but you guys can go to the Patreon and see those words, but it has a warning, explicit stuff on it, so you don't have to watch everything. Um, some of you
But
talked
it's
about how we
deep.
can,
Yeah.
sell a post. So that's one of the things that we're going to be looking to do is if you don't want to have to get the membership, you just want a particular item, us opening up an avenue for you guys just to get that one thing that you may want.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, what were you going to say?
I think you actually said it.
Okay. Yeah,
I was
great.
just saying we're actually going deep and what do you
Yeah.
call that? Personal. sharing personal stuff,
Yeah.
there that, like you say, we just don't want to be limited by YouTube or just any other platforms. And I feel like
Yeah.
it's a great place that we're thankful that you guys mention it because it's a great place to express yourself, really.
Yeah, and you know what too? Like you guys have heard us talk about it, but you guys are actually gonna see our ayahuasca some
Yeah.
people call it plant medicine, plant teacher ceremonies, but this is gonna take you guys through the God molecule that we've talked about. So you're gonna see multiple people do the God molecule. You're gonna see me do the warrior detox combo. You know, everybody says I killed it all, like I just handle business when I go through these things. This was
Yeah.
the one that dropped me. This was like if I don't like to use the term worst, but this would be the term I use as the worst one in terms of like ayahuasca, I didn't throw up at all. Everybody else like in the room threw up. I didn't even use my tissue. It was just a beautiful experience. And
Yeah.
but it was very special. As you guys know, I was leading up to it, had already gone over 30 days fasting. And the lead up to it, 7 days was without no food, water, just air. So I broke my fast with ayahuasca. But I really didn't. The day I was able to break my fast with something with water, I did 40 days no food. But um, once I had liquids, I had electrolytes and ayahuasca that evening. So
You had 40 days without food, and then the last 7 days or something going
no,
into.
yeah. I did because I did 21 days dry completely
Yeah.
throughout the 40, but broke it up. But leading up to the ayahuasca, I did 7 days in a row. So out of those 21, 7 days were in a row leading up to it. And that was when I could drink. So when I had my ayahuasca, I was telling them afterwards, and I think it ended 7-7. I told them afterwards, I said, why don't we just, I said, why don't we just do 10 more days from now? You know, um, why not? Because it's 40
Yeah.
40 days is right there, but the whole purpose of fasting was because they told me going into it to fast the week of, and they didn't say they said you could still eat foods, but I had already fasted before, so I wanted just to take myself into a deeper place intentionally with high intention. And I definitely can say I'm so grateful I did it because it allows me to share this epic story with you.
Yeah, yeah, it's very intense.
Yeah,
Ayahuasca journeys,
so fun.
plant teachers, all of
Yeah,
them were
yeah.
intense. But I'm so
They're
grateful. Like
fun.
I can
Yeah.
talk about it
Hmm.
all the time, but because that was just such a big part of my awakening, spirituality, whatever you call it. But I mean, for some people, if you haven't heard it, they could be like, when I'm sharing it with family members, they could be like, "Why did you do that?"
Yeah.
Like who
Let
would
us,
do that?
yeah,
If you don't know, you could be like, no, I don't trust these things. It's like just be open and just look into it.
yeah, uh-huh.
And you don't have to feel like that's me. Like you don't
Yeah,
have to feel like, oh,
yeah.
I have to do like if
Yeah, it's
if
not
you
for everybody.
exactly. So if you don't like it, but at least be open and don't have that pre-judgmental like something, where you're like, why would you do that? That's bad. Like,
Yeah.
it
Hmm.
just make sure that you are actually reading and being open about it. And if it's not for you, it's not for you, because
Exactly.
some people they tried it, they're like, that's not for me, but I loved it, honestly.
Yeah. And let us know your guys' thoughts in the comments too about this stuff.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
we always care about knowing what you guys think and what your guys' experience is with
Yeah,
these as well.
yeah, yeah. These are exciting things. When we go live, just people's comments, the way they're engaging, I love that.
Exactly.
And this is why we want the Q&A and to go deep into it because sometimes when I used to like when I'm watching podcasts and stuff, I'm like, oh, I just, I have this question right here, let me just ask this question, and then it's just nice to know that you are actually in a Q&A room right now where your
Exactly.
chances that your answer, what do you call it, question is going to be answered is very high.
Hmm. Exactly. Hmm.
So
Preach.
very, very exciting. Yes. So should we go into it?
Go into what's that?
The interview.
We're in right now, right?
Yeah, but I'm just saying, you know how we are saying, let's go into it, and then we cut it, right there's the pre.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I like that.
I mean, that's what we do.
No, no, he's gonna jump on this one. You
I
see?
know that, but when we record,
Oh,
remember we
okay.
talk and then we say, let's jump into it, and it's cut.
Okay, yeah, I like that. And I told him, I don't give a fuck about what you're gonna do. I don't give a fuck about what you're gonna say. I don't give a fuck anymore. I'm my own boss. I am God. I am the creator. And then I walked out of there smooth. And it's just like you said, everything changed after watching
The One
the one
Podcast.
podcast. Yeah, he's saying he'll be on shortly.
Okay.
Because I was like trying to do the time. I'm like, okay, he's saying 2 p.m. EST, so that's 12 Los Angeles time.
No,
I mean,
it's 11.
11. Yeah, exactly. So that's what I was telling myself right now. But see, I was looking for you to keep talking. That's why you see me looking up. You can see me looking down. I'm not engaged with that audience. Do you see what I'm saying? You're
Yeah.
talking. You're
But
talking.
that's why I try to end it. I literally said,
Yeah,
are we
yeah,
ready? Let's go into it so we can cut and say
yeah.
because we already
But
talked.
okay, but I wasn't ready. I was looking down at my phone. So you're gonna say it's not gonna
You
look right
before it
if
was
we're
before you were looking into a phone. I literally said, so are we ready? And you're like, what's that? And I'm
okay,
like,
because I've been looking at my phone for a long time, like literally
okay.
3 minutes. I mean, we're gonna be able to watch the thing, but I just know that like I'm looking up, kind of waiting for you to keep talking because now it's just that awkwardness, and
Yeah, but
again,
we're gonna cut it off because I feel
I
like
know we're going to cut it off, but we're going to be in live situations when we're going to be doing conversions. So you just want to know these moments. There should never be silence, ever be silence. Something should always be happening. You see what I'm saying? Even if
mm,
it's you looking in the comments, something's always happening. Let me look at your guys' comments. What do you guys?
yeah,
Now
but
people
I'm
are
just
saying,
saying right now, as we always been doing, we are literally talking and we say, let's jump into it, and then we cut it right there.
yeah, look, we should keep this in there too.
Yeah, I don't know if I agree.
That's fine. You know
I'm
me,
just saying,
I don't need
do you
everybody, I
remember
don't need
how
everybody
we?
to agree with me.
Yeah, I don't either.
I know. So I'm just saying, like you have the right to disagree, but I'm just
Yeah.
telling you, I feel like give them everything.
Yeah, I don't think you understand what I'm saying, honestly.
Yeah, and I'm open to saying I may not know. Yeah, I agree.
So what we normally do, we
Yeah,
have our pre-interview, right?
yeah.
And when we talk, and we done with our talking, we are saying
This is a
salute,
reminder.
let's jump
It's
into it, and then that's
1111.
it. Then we're ready. Typically, we would
This
do
is a
just in our
reminder.
personal.
It's 1111.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So to now be
So
more
we haven't
efficient,
done that.
I know. So to be more efficient, that's why I've now brought us on the platform where the guest is, making sure that we just come early. You know what I mean? So that we don't have to say go off. So now when it becomes time to edit it, it's now easier edited. That dead time. I just got
Okay,
to
cool. So
download
you can
one
let me know
one
that so
video
I'm
through some.
aware because in my
Yeah.
mind, I'm thinking we about to cut it off right now.
No, no, no.
But it's still easy to cut. It's still easy to edit it. Right now, we can talk and we say, okay,
Oh
cool,
yeah.
let's jump,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and do that. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and just jump on in.
let's
We'll see
go.
you one in there. And then now you do one.
Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's go. Let's go into
Let's
the
go. We'll
to
see
the
y'all in there.
interview.
Yeah,
Let's go.
let's do this.
Yeah, see, so that's what I was trying to do a long time ago.
Yeah, but I was just telling you I was looking down. So,
Yeah, but I said it before
I'm
you look
talking to the
down.
top guests. I'm saying I'm talking saying to the top guests. Okay, I mean we can always look back at the thing
Yeah.
and like they're gonna love that. Like who was right, who was wrong.
No, but for me,
We
I
don't
want to
care.
see if we're gonna
Yeah,
add this in there, honestly,
yeah.
because I don't know.
But I'm just saying the reality is we don't care who's right or wrong. You know what I mean? We just want to make the right decision. So I just
Hmm.
feel like that's what people are going to also be having a chance to see real live is Aaron Kari in the building, boy. Let's go.
Yeah,
Aaron Kari, how are we doing, man?
How are you?
excellent.
Yeah, holding down Boston for us, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome,
Not for not
man.
much longer. Trying to get
Oh,
out of
okay.
here.
Yeah, we're relocating right now in where our manufacturer is in Los Angeles.
Mm,
So I saw that you're gonna be in LA as well. Or when you
yes.
yeah, I saw that. So yeah, man, you know you got a place, bro. It's been so great connecting to you and so many of our other top guests, man. It's like finding, brothers from another mother, you know? We're
Yeah.
finding these
Finding
different
the
people.
community.
Yeah, yeah. It's been
Yep.
really nice. How's everything going with you?
Oh, it's fantastic. Um, yeah, this year has been like a transformative year for me, and
Bro,
it's
you the
been so
man,
positive.
bro. You the man, bro. I can't wait to introduce you to everybody, man.
Thank you.
To our audience, man. Yeah. So you've been doing it for how long? I'm probably gonna ask you again once we start, but um
Um, yeah, I
uh,
think it was like April of this
yeah.
year, so just
Yeah, April's
several
Oh,
been a
this
months.
very,
year.
very special month. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is the
Wow.
dude. Yeah, we just had a guest come named Brandon Suarez. I don't know if you saw
Mm.
our most recent post, but it's becoming our number one video right now, and it's only like 9 days in, but um he's giving people this surefire guaranteed way tip and technique to get out of their body. So
Oh,
after we met with him, Ebru, my partner right here, she's never had a lucid dream. So after this
mm.
meeting that she and I had with
Brandon.
Brandon, bro, she went out of her body that same night. Like right now,
Oh
she's
Yeah, it
in
man.
was
Europe. She's in
amazing.
Europe. So it was nighttime, like right now, 8, 9 p.m. her time. So she just went right to sleep, boom, went out of her body doing the
Oh
method,
wow.
man. So powerful, powerful method. And Brandon is like somebody who never thought he could do an OBE. He just
Mm,
thought maybe it wasn't for him, but he desired it bad. And he said our content is what unlocked him to be able to have the OBE. And
mm,
so this guy is like, I eat whatever I want to eat. I, drink maybe if he wants to drink. He no limitations on himself. And he just says you just do these
mm.
things and you go out of body. So that's why I love your
Wow.
story because you just give so many people that hope. You almost
Yeah.
destroy, the
Hmm.
barrier of limitations, towards a person's belief
Yeah,
system.
exactly.
So
That's the only thing standing in our way.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So man, this
literally.
dude is the man. So I know you just got out of something else, bro. So I don't want to hold your time, but we can get started if you want to get started or if you want to talk to us. But you can also ask us questions during the interview. It's very
Hmm.
roundtable, like we're basically like pulling people up that we resonate with that we want to talk to. We're not like looking for filler
Hmm.
content. So
Yeah.
feel
Got
comfortable
you.
asking us. Yeah, yeah.
Cool.
So and you pronounce your last name Kari or Kari?
Ah, age-old question. Carrie is
Okay,
fine.
cool, cool.
Okay.
Awesome. Yeah. So are you ready to go?
Yeah, man, I'm looking fucking greasy over here.
No, take your time, bro. We got 5 minutes.
Yeah.
If you need to prep, sit over in the
No,
makeup
I'm good.
area. You need us to have somebody
No,
come in and do
I'm
the
good.
makeup.
I actually just woke up.
Okay. Okay.
All
Great. So how much time do you
right.
have? Because I want to be mindful of your time. We normally do these
Um,
things for an hour.
yeah, that's fine. Hour's good.
Okay, great, great, great. And then are you familiar with our format at all?
No.
Okay. We basically start, we go in a circle. We call it our one song. So we each sing our one
Hmm.
song. No, I'm joking. You're like, hey, what did I sign up for? But, but he's like, I just woke up. But no, our one questions is we'll just ask you a couple questions, just like two or three during the course of the interview.
Hmm.
And then we do one meditation, which is basically we go into a meditative state because we believe our thoughts create reality. And
Hmm.
we tell our audience we're the new earth. The new earth is here,
Hmm.
presenting heaven.
Hmm.
So we basically speak and talk with what it is that we see within this reality. And it's not a
Hmm.
long time. It can go from seconds to minutes. And it really revolves around myself starting, then Abru. And then if the guest wants to say something, you can, but we just normally hold a little bit of space. It's both for yourself and the viewer to basically create what
Hmm.
they want. So
Cool.
that's kind of how we end it, just to give you some heads up.
All right, cool. Sounds
Yeah,
good.
awesome. So you guys are ready?
Hmm.
All
Yes,
right.
sir.
In three, two, one. Hey guys, welcome back. We are so excited right now. We have the man, Aaron Kari, 8 Snakes, if you know him. This person right now, just for me to set the stage, I don't know if you guys know, but my heart immediately leaped when we were able to have him as a guest. And I'm so grateful that once we followed him, which was some time ago, Aaron, you followed us right back. So you responded to that frequency, and it's the same thing Brandon did as well. But this person, if you guys don't know the SUPERHUMAN, and I was explaining the SUPERHUMAN to someone yesterday, whose name in fact was Brandon. He's our IT person, and I was saying the SUPERHUMAN are basically the superhuman Olympics. If the superheroes were to go somewhere and compete, this is where they would go and just test their powers, and it's very fun, very competitive at the same time, but it's very well insured and tested and certified that, no types of wind and things are coming in, but an amazing amount of super individuals that you see here. And for me, one of the things that stood out to me with Aaron and why I really say he's the man, you guys know I don't just use these words lightly, is this is somebody who just came into this game, the SUPERHUMAN, and he got second place. And not only did he get second place, but he lost by 1 point. And then not only did he lose by 1 point, but he lost to somebody who had been in the game for like over a decade, decades of practicing and focusing and drilling this attention into this. And here we have Aaron, who just got started this year, April. And this dude is what? He is God. And he is here right now to share his time with us and to just provide further evidence of who we are as human beings, who we are, understanding that we are God, we are all one, and really present our power to one another. And Aaron, I'm so grateful to have you here. Welcome to the One Podcast. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. A pleasure to be here. Great intro. I appreciate the hype.
Yeah, bro, and it's not fake at all, man. That's what's so beautiful about it, man. It's made out of gold, man. So
hmm
we just appreciate it, man. And we normally start off each interview with our one question. And our one question is, as we're a podcast that goes where no other podcast has gone before, our one question for you is there anything that you have not shared on any other podcast that you would like to share on this podcast? And it could be anything. It could be, I like to go shopping on the weekends. It could be there's a message on your heart that you want to share that you haven't really had a chance to share, or maybe you did a little bit, but you want to impress it even more. But that's how we start off every interview.
Yeah, you said how SUPERHUMAN feels like a superhuman event.
Yeah,
That just kind of got me thinking. Like, yeah, it kind of feels like that, but in reality, this these abilities are something that we all have,
yeah,
and we're just kind of waking up to the idea that we're all superhuman, supposedly.
exactly.
So it's just getting rid of that walking feeling of we don't have these abilities. No, we do inherently, and we just have to get rid of that programming.
Yeah, and speaking of programming and getting rid of those beliefs and who you are, I understand that you do have a school or you're teaching people and you're getting ready
Mhm.
to develop things more into a school. Can you
Yeah,
tell us more
exactly.
about that? About what it is that you're bringing and currently doing right now, just in case other people right now want to do some of the great things that you're doing.
Yeah, so I'm teaching online and I'm doing in-person events, um, teaching people telekinesis
Yeah,
in person.
yeah,
And yeah, I have quite a few people interested in starting a school and they want me involved. So I'm super excited for when that starts developing.
yeah. So if somebody wants to book with you, Aaron, what do they have to actually do? Is this a link on your Instagram? We're gonna have whatever links are in the
Yeah,
description.
Instagram, TikTok are my main social media. There's links to my schedule on there, or just
Yeah,
message me.
yeah, okay. And I know that there was another telekinesis person, because that's actually where I first heard your name. I've heard it dropped a number of different places, but I heard there was a person doing telekinesis, a woman who,
Mm.
matter of fact, called you out, and she had, I think tens of thousands of Instagram followers, and
Uh,
she said you kind of
Gars Chan,
used to. Okay, that sounds familiar. Yeah,
she
I've
does
just kind of.
aerokinesis.
Okay, yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's
Oh,
powerful,
that's
man. So
Cool.
you're just. I mean, you just got here, bro. You just got here.
I know exactly. Yeah. No, that's another thing I want to say is like, you know, the fact that I was a part of the PSI-Games after just learning this is just more evidence that everyone can do this. Like, I'm just a random from off the street,
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
bro.
that's
like
what's beautiful because that's got me thinking like, wow, so that means I can do it too. And just to
exactly.
really go back, so if someone is asking you, what are you doing? What would you say?
What am I
Because
doing?
yeah, so what can you do? What is this supernatural, power?
Um,
Telekinesis.
well, it's interesting. Yeah, what is telekinesis? You know, it's moving things with your mind. Is it? I mean, I'm moving my arm right now with my mind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Is that telekinesis?
yeah. That's a
Maybe
very
not
good point.
necessarily,
But I understand what you're saying.
but there's this idea of what is my brain connected to? Okay, physically it's connected to my arm. That makes sense.
Yeah.
But what about this light, you know? I'm moving this. What if I were to like stare at it and it moves? You know, is
Hmm.
this light separate from me? Mm, maybe physically it seems like it is, but on a deeper quantum level,
Wow.
maybe it is connected to me. And
Powerful.
that's kind of the belief that you need to have in telekinesis is that you're kind of connected to everything and you can choose the reality you want to choose, which might involve that object moving, and that you
Yes,
can just create that if that's what you want to create.
that's
Wow. So
powerful.
so how long have you been able to do this?
Um, 7 months,
And you were just starting off like from like know nothing about it,
Yeah.
literally nothing.
From
I
April.
I signed up for a class to learn how to see without my eyes, vision without eyes. And it was this week-long seminar, and they had this optional telekinesis course, and I ended up signing up for it last minute. I was like, huh, telekinesis, that sounds fun. Why not? Let's see how
Yeah.
that goes. And yeah, within minutes, I just had it moving. I was addicted. I was just up all night spinning a side wheel.
Oh my gosh. That
That's
is
amazing.
amazing. Like is it
Yeah.
like everything? Like can you move? Like what can you move?
So right now, mostly I use foil because
Okay.
it's just the
Okay.
most sensitive and easiest to
Yeah,
just
that's
work with.
amazing.
But yeah, I've done paper, cans, bottles. I have a video on my TikTok of me moving a can of peaches, full peaches. The trick with that is you kind of have to set yourself up. You know, you want to make it as easy as possible for yourself. So, start with things that are lighter, but when you're working up to something heavier with peaches, like get a point on the floor or a table where it's slightly imbalanced, where you can make it stay still. But if you were to like knock it a little bit by hitting it, it would end up rolling, where
Hmm.
there's that little angle where so you're just giving yourself an advantage to be able to start it
Hmm.
moving at first.
Hmm.
So that's my recommendation for that. Just give yourself a little way to cheat in any way possible, and then eventually work yourself off of the force or the cheat or whatever it is, and then make it full telekinesis.
Yeah,
Wow.
I love that too. And I love what you said
Hmm.
too about how connecting to it, because that's a main thing of what we talk about. We are all one,
Hmm. Hmm.
one unified diversity, but connected to everything. We're the all that there is, so
Hmm.
it just you're talking to the right audience, when you're talking about finding those people too that are resonating with your course and wanting to learn this and follow you more. I just really feel like you're really talking to our people because you're making it just sound so easy, but so understandable from our framework of thinking. So I really
Exactly.
believe, yeah, you're unlocking so much.
Yeah, I mean, it should be easy. We make things too complicated, you
Mhm.
know. Like I like to challenge my students by spinning a side wheel in a jar on the first class. And I try to not tell them. I kind of trick them into thinking, oh yeah, this is the easiest thing. I say, oh yeah, side wheel is the easiest thing, you know, it's on the needle.
Yeah.
There's no friction. And like a lot of them are able to do it on the first class. And I'm like, oh, by the way, that took someone that trained me 15 years to learn how to do. And they're like, oh,
Yeah.
okay,
Wow.
huh. And they're like not impressed. And I'm like, no, like I need you to understand, like really
Yeah.
be excited that you're doing this. So there's something to the idea of, yeah, just your belief. If you believe that doing a side wheel in a jar is going to be harder, it's going to take you a certain amount of time to do it, then that's how
Yeah,
long it's going to take.
exactly,
Wow.
Yeah.
exactly. Such a powerful message already, man. Yeah. Wow,
Yeah, that
that
is
is
powerful.
powerful. Yeah, because I've been working with this stuff for a little bit of time, you know, foil. Let me try my joint paper.
Yeah.
See, it's a little lighter. Maybe it'll work a little better,
Yeah.
but um, man, I just feel like you just unlocked me, in a lot of ways, and I was kind of doing, some of your stuff you were talking about, with the hand energy kind of moving around. So, like, I can kind of see how it's important that I hear people also talk about like having fun with it like a kid. I hear some people talk about like
Exactly.
wearing it in their pocket or like make it attached part of you. So there's really this
Mm.
connection to you, which is basically kind
Mm.
of what you're saying as well.
Hmm.
We're connected to it. So it's like there truly does become a connection just in that frequency. And one of those things that you mentioned too, or I saw that you did a test, where you're basically doing beer and shots, and
Yeah.
I love stuff like that because,
For science.
I'm smoking cannabis right now. And
Yeah.
so me and Ebru had great experience last year with psychedelics like ayahuasca ceremony,
Mm.
Holy Nino mushroom ceremony,
Mm.
Bufo avarius, the God molecule ceremony.
Mm.
We did a lot of ceremonies last year. The
Yeah.
Warriors Detox combo. We were just telling our community before you came in that we did a Warrior combo detox, and that was the most toughest one. But I just wonder an experiment utilizing those types of psychoactive, things,
Mm.
what that would do with, because everything like unlocks, everything becomes possible, like when you're doing certain things, like especially like the
Hmm.
mushrooms, LSD.
Hmm.
We did that last year for the first time, and that was incredible. I mean, it was just like there's nothing that you can't do. I mean, Ebru currently is working in a 9 to 5, that she's looking to get out of to do this full time,
Mm.
and she was here visiting. We're in a remote relationship. She was here and she was just like, I'm quitting my job. And like, I'm normally the one that has like the highest belief because I'm doing this full time. And I'm like, well, hold on, what? But I'm sure had she had done that in January, it would have been um, positive. It would have yielded a positive result. But
Mm.
you're unlocking some incredible wisdom, bro. And I just appreciate you sharing all of this.
Yeah. Yeah, usually I don't like to drink. Um, but I just randomly had that thought. It's like I just like to have a creative,
Yeah.
fun.
Hmm.
Like every day I just try to have the most fun
Yeah.
as possible and share it. Um, yeah, weed I do smoke. Um, yeah, I haven't noticed like a too much difference one way or the other with weed.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it
Okay,
helps
great
a
to know.
little.
Great to
Um,
know.
mushrooms I haven't tried yet. That would be
Yeah,
interesting
that'd
to
be
see if
awesome.
mushrooms actually helps.
I would love to
Oh.
see that, bro. Please, drop some content when you do that, bro. Seriously.
That is so powerful. Yeah.
Seriously. I would love to see
But
that.
yeah, like the whole idea of having fun, like you said, is like it's really important to me
Yeah.
because it's easy to like lose interest, which is weird to say. It's telekinesis. You're moving things with your mind, but like I've experienced it myself where I'm just, alone in my room, just moving a side wheel, and I was like, it's not moving, and you just get depressed, and it's like, why am I doing this? I'm just moving tin foil. What am I doing with my life? Um,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but in reality, you're manifesting.
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
reality,
Yeah.
and that's like inherently amazing. And I'm like, wait, why am I not interested right now in doing this?
Yeah.
And so I just tried to do it a more exciting way, and I just took it out of the jar and I started being more physical with it and not afraid to cheat, where I'm actually using wind. And I found that I had more fun by using wind in like physicality. And
Hmm.
within that physicality, I saw my telekinesis start developing through that process. Or I'd
Mm.
catch myself, ooh, that moved a little extra on that. That wasn't
Yeah,
just air,
yeah,
even though I'm
yeah,
using air.
uh-huh. Yeah,
So I just highly encourage everyone who's learning, just don't be afraid of cheating.
yeah,
Do it. Use
yeah,
wind. Open the window. Get a
yeah,
current going so you can see it
yeah,
moving so you
yeah.
don't fucking quit.
Exactly,
Yeah.
bro. Yep, yep. Because
Yeah.
that was always my thing too, bro. Like as I'm like having my hand here, there's like two thoughts that might come like at the very last bit, it's like, man, am I just wasting my time? It's not like every time.
Hmm.
And then there's another one like, what the fuck if this thing does move? Like, you know what I mean? Like
Yep.
who the fuck moved that? You know what I mean? Like, is there a
Yep.
being standing next to me? You know what I mean? I was raised Christian, so I'm like, man, is it a ghost? You have that almost like negative, darker spirituality thought of the other side. If
Yes.
unfamiliar
Yes.
spirits. Like
Yep.
what's moving that thing? Is it
Yeah.
witchcraft? And now you're
Yep.
understanding all these things are just energy, man. It's just like it's
Hmm.
amazing. It's amazing. But yeah, I can relate to that. But now that makes me feel even more confident because now I can be spinning it, like blowing on it,
Exactly.
playing around, and it's like, yeah,
Exactly.
I'm moving it, and then maybe I'll realize, oh, I think I did just move it, you know,
Hmm.
So
Exactly.
yeah,
Yeah, and
man,
it gives you the opportunity to be more engaged with it, and then you can ease up, be more graceful, do something more
Ye-
slow. And then
yeah,
you're like, okay, yeah, it's still vibrating to my hands. And is that still me? Okay, throw a little harder. Okay, yeah, it's moving. Okay, now
yeah.
easier. And then eventually you just no hands and you're looking at it and it's moving. And you're like,
Fucking
okay, there's
powerful,
no
powerful,
Wow.
way to unconvince me at this point.
powerful. Yeah,
Yeah.
Wow.
that's
Wow.
powerful. Yeah.
That is
Hmm.
powerful. And I feel like it was so powerful that you being at the side games and being the second, you
Mm.
know. I mean, how was that experience and what made you like attend that? Because I did not hear, I didn't even know like there was something called side games until like original he's sending me videos and then he's sending me you. I'm like, wow, this is
Hmm.
amazing, this is exciting. So like what made you just like let me just attend this or like, and then you literally becoming the number two, which is amazing and lost by
Thank
one
you.
point.
Yeah. Um, I'm pretty sure it was through Vision Without Eyes. Um, Hakeem Eisler, who's the owner of the SUPERHUMAN,
Side
he went
games.
to that
Okay.
class, Vision Without Eyes,
Wow.
and I'm pretty sure he just typed in the group chat that we have, like, oh, the SUPERHUMAN is happening. We want the Vision Without Eyes as a team there.
Wow.
So I originally applied to be on the team with Vision Without Eyes, but yeah, I think someone else did it and that so I wasn't on the team, but I was still wearing the shirt, so I was getting the sponsorship. But then like 2 weeks before, my friend, she hits me up. She knows Hakeem. She's like, "Oh, we need like one extra person to do solo for telekinesis. You want to do it?" I'm like, "Yes, I've been trying to get on. Let's go." And
Awesome.
so yeah, I just ended up getting on like last second. I
Wow. And
was
still
like,
and
Wow.
still making second
Yeah, I was
place,
gonna
losing by
say.
one
yeah,
point. That's like
yeah.
that's like getting called like, a boxer doesn't make weight. They need somebody else to fight. They're like, "Hey man, can you come in and fight?" You're like, "I didn't even know I was gonna be fighting. I need like 6 weeks of training camp. I had to,
Yeah.
just come on in, man. You can make weight. Let's go."
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't really know what we were going to do for the competition either. Like the test online we had to do was like we had to make this yellow dot that was randomly generated in a box. We had
Yeah.
to make it stay in the center and it was randomly generated. So we had to control this computer program
Wow.
telekinetically to
Wow.
so that was the first time I ever done that. And I thought
Wow.
that's what we'd have to do in the competition. So I was kind of preparing for that,
Amazing.
but
Amazing.
nope, they like pulled out the Egley wheel, which is like the
Hmm.
little side wheel,
Yeah.
measures how fast you go. I had never practiced with that either. It's just like, all right, hopefully this works
Wow.
out.
Wow,
I
that's
Wow.
don't think any
amazing.
of us had worked with it either. So
Yeah. Yeah,
But it was
that's
funny when
amazing.
I approached my wheel, it was already moving.
Wow.
And then the instructions came up and it told me to start moving it for 30 seconds in the way it was already moving. I was like, oh my God, thank God. Like,
Wow.
Yeah, that's
because like
amazing, man.
Wow.
everyone was before where they were like, oh, are you nervous? I was like, nah, I'm fine. And then I get up there, my hands are shaking. I'm like, oh, I got
Yeah,
nervous
yeah,
as hell.
yeah, yeah.
Wow.
I've seen the video too where your hands are shaking
Yeah,
too. Like they're
yeah.
legitimately shaking. They're not like,
Yeah.
it's like you're shaking, It's a very
I could
powerful
not
video.
control them.
Yeah,
But yeah,
yeah.
luckily, I don't know, the environment, like people, that's the thing is like, how do you really stop cheating at the side games? You could have the whole audience on your side moving it in the direction
Yeah,
you want.
yeah, you're right. You're right.
We
Hmm.
almost need to be in like isolated boxes where
Hmm.
like separate from everyone. I don't know.
On different planets.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
that
Hmm.
is
Wow.
amazing, man. Like, yeah, it's incredible what you guys are doing, what Hakeem is doing, as well as the entire Vision with Eyes team and Rob Freeman. All of you guys, we're just going into your different branches and then coming together at the same time and developing this. So I know sometimes it may seem like you're just moving a piece of foil, a piece of paper in the room, but you're literally changing the world, the makeup of
Yeah.
humanity, of mankind, of Earth,
Hmm.
the way that we're moving forward. So definitely never feel like doing those things because you just allow people like ourselves to just have even more activation that we are God,
Hmm. Yeah,
we are one, we are connected to everything. So it may be more, than you realize, but we definitely have
exactly.
deep gratitude for you. So thank you again.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, you can apply telekinesis to any part of your life. It's inherently manifestation. So I've just noticed, yeah, other parts of my life have kind of just become more synchronistic
Yeah,
and it's just like the mindset that I have with telekinesis. It's now like, oh, that's unlocked for everything else in my life now too.
Hmm.
yeah. And speaking of that, it leads us into our next one question,
Hmm.
and that next one question is, what would you like to know that your life was spent doing? Looking back on it, if you were looking back on this period of being Aaron Kari, what are you most thankful, grateful for that you spent doing?
Oh, most thankful for.
Yeah. What would
Um,
you like to know that you spent your life doing?
what would I like to know
Yeah.
that I've spent my life doing?
Yeah.
Um, well, something that I feel like I've spent a lot of time doing that's just been a distraction from my path. Well, not that it's a distraction from my path. I am the path. I'm living the path, but
Hmm.
Hmm.
um just like being caught up in my own emotions and other people's emotions and drama that's happening and not being able to come to my own happiness
Hmm.
within that.
Yeah.
And I remember as a child, I was really good at it. I like distinctly remember a time when I was like, whatever, 4 years old, and I was sitting in my bed and there was drama going on around me, and I was just smiling. I was like, I am in peace in my own little room, in my own bed, my own head. I've got great thoughts up here. Everyone else, they're just so sad and like they
Wow.
don't know. And I
Yeah.
Wow.
felt like I lost that the longer I went on. And I realized that recently, and I was just like, man, yeah, like I was so like on point as a kid, and I've been able to get back to that. Like I can choose my own happiness in every moment. You choose how you react to a situation.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, that's like one thing I learned like very young as a kid that yeah, I'm having to relearn.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's powerful. And it
Hmm.
reminds me too, I was listening to someone, I don't know if it was Ken,
Hmm.
and basically he was just talking about the power that you can have as you grow in power in terms of your emotions being able to create your reality, that energy and motion. So it just, when you were like, I, you know, not feeling good, it was like, man, this dude is moving stuff with his mind. Imagine how your world, like if your thoughts create your reality, how fast you can maybe manifest. You know how somebody else might wake up in a bad mood and then everything just keeps going bad. It's just like, man,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
could you could
Right.
fucking wake up in the morning, it's fucking lightning and thundering and shit. You know what I mean? Like, damn.
Right. Yeah, there's the negative sides to everything. Yeah, you could
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
dark side.
Yeah, you know what I mean? You just don't know because we do see that
Yeah.
in other people's lives that, so when Ken mentioned that and then you just mentioned that as well, it just made me think. So, very, very
Yeah.
powerful
I
topic.
mean, yeah, you can do these abilities in any state, you know. We're trained like, oh, you got to be in a positive state, in a meditative state. It's like, well, no, actually, you could do it in an angry state, a sad state, a drunk state,
Yeah,
Wow.
So
Can you really?
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I
Hmm.
mean, I'm definitely interested to see the differences if, yeah, I want to do more experiments with the Egley wheel. It's like, yeah, do something before,
Hmm.
do a meditation, do like some exercise, eat something,
Hmm.
just try different things, see how it affects my experience.
Wow.
Yeah. Speaking of eating, Aaron, what does your diet look like?
Mm, good question. Right now, not the best, but yeah, I try to eat like, organic,
Yeah.
normal things. Like I kind of eat like a bird, like nuts, seeds, eggs, like
Yeah.
just little snacks, fruit, things like handheld. I'm not much
Okay.
of a cook,
Okay. Yeah.
so
Because when we had Brandon, who taught everybody how to go out of their body with that
mm,
surefire guaranteed method, he mentioned his diet was the worst diet. He's like, I'm eating
mm,
Philly cheesesteak, Arizona
yeah,
teas. You know what I'm saying? So I love hearing that when people say that because you're just allowing, the limiting belief to just collapse further for people,
true.
that think that,
It's true.
Yeah.
oh, I have to eat
Exactly.
alkaline, electric, you
Yeah,
know.
don't feel like you have to be in this perfect state before you even try. It's like, no, just give it a
It's
try. And yeah.
yeah,
But I do believe that, yeah, the more you get your body in sync with itself, like eating healthy, you're exercising, you're getting good sleep, all of that's gonna help.
yeah,
I don't even have to do an experiment for that. I already know that that would help. But don't let that stop you. Just because you like to eat donuts doesn't mean, oh, today I'm not going to be able to move the tinfoil.
yeah.
Wow. That is
What
Yeah.
was your spirituality or religion growing up? Was your family religious or spiritual?
Yeah, my mom um was pretty religious. She's Catholic. My grandmother was actually left on the steps of a nunnery when she was a
Oh,
baby. Her
wow.
and her
Powerful
brother, yeah,
wow.
story. Wow.
they were orphans. And so yeah,
That
my
sounds like
mom
a
grew up.
superhero story already, man. That's
Yeah,
like the
no.
beginning of a superhero story.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, it's super cool story. Yeah, so my mom grew up pretty religious. I went to an all guys Catholic high school. So,
Yeah.
which at first I was like kind of discouraged, but I was like, "Oh, mom, come on. I want to go to school with girls and like have fun." But
Hmm.
that school was awesome. Like I learned so much about religion and the world and like different spiritualities. Like it wasn't just about shoving the religion down your throat. We
Yeah.
learned about Buddhism, Hinduism,
Wow.
just about faith in general,
Yeah.
just a philosophy around
Yeah. Different beliefs.
spirituality, morality, you know.
Wow.
Wow, that's
Wow.
powerful.
I ended up rejecting it at some point. I got confirmed as a Catholic because my mom was so like, you need to if I did it.
Yeah.
But then later on in life, I told her, I was like, listen, I don't really like, believe in all this stuff. And she's crying. She's like, no, you're at least
Yeah.
spiritual, right?
Oh.
And I was like,
Yeah. Yeah.
I kind of didn't have anything at that point. I was just kind of just rejecting this thing that I've been told
Yeah.
I have to believe in.
Exactly. Exactly.
And so I kind of became an atheist out of that.
Hmm.
Um, and then I was like, oh, well, I'm not really atheist. We exist. I think every creation has a creator. So I think
Hmm.
God exists, but maybe just not in the form of a religion is telling me.
Hmm.
So I kind of opened up my idea of what God is. It's not like it has to be this set way, these rules, and you got
Yeah.
to do this, which has
Exactly.
always felt weird to me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
so yeah, now I definitely believe God exists. I believe that we are a spirit first, and we choose to have this physical incarnation as a body, as a human
Hmm.
to learn whatever we came here to learn,
Yeah.
and that we're infinite beings and we die in this 3D world, but we continue to live um, as spirit. Um, yeah.
Yeah. Powerful, powerful story.
Yeah.
So many
Uh,
different ways. I see
That
that
is
you actually listen to Bashar as well.
yep, that's all Bashar stuff right there.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
ever
yeah.
since I started listening to Bashar and I started utilizing his information, yeah, it's opened up a lot
It
for
makes
me.
sense.
Hmm.
It makes sense,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
All the
Hmm.
stuff that he's saying. Yeah.
Have you
Hmm.
heard of Ryoka with Tyler Ellison?
I don't think so. No. Yeah,
Bro,
let
you
me
gotta
write that
listen.
down.
Yeah, you gotta listen to
Yeah.
Ryoka, bro. Ryokah. But
Okay.
same
Cool.
Sasani civilization. I mean, I
Oh,
listen
okay.
to a lot of different people's Yahuels,
Mm,
from these same civilization, Yahuani. We're looking to get some of those guests on the show as well. But I really appreciate the art that of channeling, and I feel like this is another superhuman, natural ability that we all have as
hmm.
well to channel our
Hmm.
higher selves, as well as do these great things
Yep.
that you're doing. So, have you actually heard of Dr. Courtney Brown?
Oh, the name sounds familiar. Dr.
Ye-
Courtney Brown.
Yeah,
I
because
don't think so.
yeah, take a listen to his stuff. But this guy just, I listen to, I was raised as an independent in my family, in terms
Mm,
of like, so I was never like polarized politically. I moved around. I was raised Christian, but I saw every church did differently. You know what I mean? It's like if that church
mm.
knew what that church was doing, they would be saying they're going to hell. So
Right.
I
Yep.
listen, a former U.S. diplomat, with our family. So I really just listen to all information when it
Yep.
comes. It
Hmm.
could be somebody on drugs outside. If they say, "Hey, man,
Yeah.
I saw
Yeah,
last
exactly.
night," I'm gonna be listening. So
Right.
I don't just listen to one thing. But Dr. Courtney Brown
Hmm.
just was bringing a different thinking, um, up, and I don't want to say it's contrary or goes against kind of what Bashar is saying. It's very similar, but
Mm,
there's just those little tiny different things. But
interesting.
our community is a community of truth seekers. So we don't have any one way. It's just like where's the truth? That's the way we're going.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. No,
And
yeah.
understanding that we are the truth. So as we go
Hmm.
inward into meditation and things, these were just the things that we've just been recently seeing, and then just having questions with regarding like Dr. Courtney Brown's philosophy viewpoint
Mm,
and what Bashar is saying and those things. But we've been big
interesting.
fans of Bashar, and the Sasanis. We love them,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
really do.
Very, ever since yeah, whenever I'm doing telekinesis, I'm listening to Bashar.
Yeah,
Wow,
You
that's
yeah,
can
powerful.
create your own reality.
yeah,
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
yeah.
I've seen all of his videos. I'll just watch them on repeat. Any video I finish on YouTube, one of his comes up on after by
Bro, you're
default.
gonna love Ryoka because
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bashar is a first contact specialist. So
right.
he's like
Yeah.
talking to everybody like, hey, we're here, we exist.
Hmm.
Ryoka works with those people within the segment that are operating in like higher level gifts. So he's kind of looking on master level.
Mm.
So he's giving you really real
And
stuff
he's
how to
very
do
detailed. Very
very, very
detailed.
detailed, magical ritual type of stuff,
Yeah.
Okay.
manipulating energy. So this is gonna be I see your eyes lighting up a fire right now.
Yeah. Sounds great.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
we have been listening to Ryoka, right? And sometimes I'm like, how can he be so specific, and detailed is amazing. Like he just like step by step with things.
I love that guy, man. Him and
Yeah.
Tyler both, really. Yeah, we actually had a meeting, a private meeting with them. Our business, had a meeting with them last year. And we actually gonna post that meeting in our Patreon for our members to see that and hear that. But it's not necessarily related to too much. It's kind of individual. It was our own questions, basically. But
Yeah.
man, just him being able to go detailed. I knew all the right questions to ask. I was like, can you tell me who are my counterparts?
Mm.
Parallel counterparts. So he was just like, there's actually a number of people behind you right now. Like
Ah,
there's
yeah.
already these people, and he told me two of my parallel counterparts and told me who I am in those parallel lives, what I'm doing. one I'm a guy, one I'm a girl, and it's literally the stuff
Oh
I'm
my
doing
God.
now, like my strengths.
Yeah.
He's telling me different chemicals and stuff to uh, what is the thing that he told me to work with. But it was something
Oh,
that even the channel didn't know the name of it. So the channel had to like spell it, out. And it's
Mm.
like something like,
Hmm.
oh man, but had to write it down. I've looked on Amazon, already started ordering stuff, but it's like speaking my language. So I think that you'll really get a lot of joy and good out of Ryoka as well, man.
Ah, yeah, I'm glad you
mhm.
told me. I'm
Yeah.
gonna dive into that right after this.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
amazing.
This is a reminder. It's 111. Fun. This is a reminder. It's 111. Fun. This is a reminder. It's one.
So one thing I also want to know is that you talked about telekinesis is all about like mind and belief and manifestation. So do you feel
Hmm.
like it has been easy for you to manifest things?
Yeah,
Like has this aff
absolutely.
okay,
Yeah,
interesting.
absolutely. Because it's reminding me of like silly fears. Like, oh man, when I was younger, I'd let the stupidest silly fears stop me from doing something. Like even just going downstairs to like get something from the kitchen, I'll be like, no, like my mom's down there. I don't want to deal with her. She's gonna ask me a question. There's all sorts of silly little fears that will stop you from going to do something, or like
Hmm.
going down the street to get food. So I'm like, it's cold,
Yeah.
or whatever reason it is that you just come up with to stop you from doing something.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Telekinesis, I'm trying to get the results, so I'm trying to remove all these blockages and it starts revealing all these things that's like in my head that stops me from doing it. And you can just do that same thing with anything in your life, where I'm just starting to notice like all these silly blockages that I have for myself.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
it's like, oh, I can get rid of that. That's fake. It's not a
Hmm.
fear.
Hmm. Have you had
Hmm.
um, or have you attempted to do something like, manifest a car with your mind?
Mm.
$1 million, or a house just being created. But you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Just something that you can
I haven't
fully
actually
touch.
tried it to that extent, but that's a good question because it's like, oh yeah, why am I not doing that if I can do it? Um, there's a little technique you can do, like right on your side wheel. Like I'll write 8 snakes, you know, 'cause that's the my telekinesis brand or whatever.
Hmm.
But like whatever you want, you could write $1 million on there or new house. And every
Mm,
time you're spinning the wheel, you're actually in some sense manifesting that idea. You're
you're
seeing
right.
that
Hmm.
idea
Mm.
moving.
Yeah.
So
Hmm.
that's like a nice little trick. Um, we actually tried to do apportation at the last
Hmm.
seminar I was at in Utah with Dahlia and
And
Alex.
now, Aaron, that was like, is apportation the same thing as teleportation, or is
I don't
apportation
know
just,
actually, because
yeah, because
I don't know.
apportation sounds like it's almost like just being, my understanding, teleportation is like something from here goes to there. Apportation
Right.
almost seems like just something's just coming. Like it wasn't there,
Yeah.
now it's here. I
Yeah.
don't
I
know
you know
though
what? I'm
either.
not sure because
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure Dahlia used the term apportation,
yeah. This is another
but maybe
evidence
it
that
was
Aaron's new.
teleportation.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I don't know any of this stuff. I don't know any of the
Yeah.
people. You're like, oh, Ingo Swan. I'm like, oh, who's that? Um,
Hmm.
but yeah, so I actually had to leave that day. I had to catch my plane. It was the last day. And we were practicing on like, yeah, teleporting or apporting pennies. And
Hmm.
one of the blind guys there, he ended up disappearing his penny and it ended up appearing in someone else's pocket.
Wow, amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Um,
powerful. Have you
so
seen those
Wow.
people in India that do that with like gold, um, diamonds,
um,
jewelry?
I
They're
don't think
literally
I've
doing.
seen it, no.
Bro, I'm sometimes watching the craziest stuff. I mean, it's all like in
Yeah.
Indian, like they're covered in gold, like straight up,
Yeah, yeah.
the dot stuff, everything,
Yeah.
and so I'm watching them doing it like they're miracles. They're actually showing mind sight too. People doing mind
Oh,
sight.
okay. Yeah, yeah.
They're not calling it that. They're just saying people can see, with their
Hmm.
eyes. And then, they're
Hmm.
they're literally showing, people in meditation and then they start pulling like out of their mouth or either out of their hand like diamonds or jewels,
Oh, wow.
different
Yeah.
pieces of things. But just imagine, bro, if everybody understands these things, where does poverty begin to go? Like just
Right,
in all of
exactly.
these things, it becomes really an illusion,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Exactly. Exactly. Yep. And yeah, I believe we'll all be telepathically communicating at some point. And imagine that, like, there won't be any disarguments, like we'll be able to completely understand what each other are thinking at that point.
Yeah,
And then
exactly.
there's
Yeah.
And I had one more question to you too, bro. I know we're wrapping up
mm-hmm,
here.
mm-hmm.
We have our what we call our one last message, and it's basically what would you want to be the last message that you'd want to leave with humanity or Earth? If this was going to be your last message. But before that, I did want to ask you, is there a breathing technique, that you're doing when you're kind of
Yes.
doing these things, and if you can kind of like you know, demonstrate it for us if you can, or explain it somehow,
Yeah.
give us the sauce, please.
Happy holidays and thank you so much for your love and support. Make sure to subscribe to the One Podcast so we can reach out to more people like you. We really appreciate all your love and support. Happy holidays.
Yeah. So bringing it back to Bashar, his breathing technique to get into the channeling state. So channeling state is this same range of frequency as like flow state or whatever.
Hmm.
You're doing something you love,
Hmm.
lose the passage of time.
Powerful
And I've just
wisdom.
noticed I do it a few times and I'm high immediately. Like it just puts me right into the zone. So the technique is you breathe in through your mouth and then you finish your breath with your nose and then
Hmm.
out nose. And you
Okay.
want to have your mouth open and your back of your throat kind of open. It's going to sound like you're wheezing. And then once you close your mouth and do it with your nose, yeah, you keep it open. And it kind of tricks your brain into thinking that you're breathing with your nose, but you're not. It feels or well, you're breathing with your nose, but it feels like you're breathing with your mouth.
Mm.
So it's like this. And that's it.
Yeah.
Powerful. Yeah.
You look
It's
like you
very
were going
simple.
into channeling, like the way
No,
you were like,
honestly, exactly. As soon as I start doing it, I feel better, like calm, even. I do it 3 times, and I'm good to go. It's what I
wow.
teach everyone in my classes. There's some other ones too, but I really like the breathing because it gets your body in sync with your mind and like what you're going to do with the object. Like your breath, your circulation, your emotion is kind of, starting to sync up with that,
Hmm.
like
Hmm.
when
Mm,
you're all one, it
Hmm.
starts to flow.
wow. That's
Powerful.
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 Hmm.
Wow. I will
Yeah.
start
So,
doing that. That's
hmm
powerful.
and
Yeah.
speaking of being all one, that takes us to the one meditation. But
Mhm.
before that, we'll ask you that one question. What would you want your last message to humanity and Earth to be?
Uh, just have more fun. Don't take it so seriously. Um, you know, just realize that you can react to everything in a positive way. Just always be optimistic versus pessimistic. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
powerful, powerful.
Love that.
And then, bro, are you familiar with like impartations, the blessings, something to that effect? Because I would just want to know, are you able to just bless our community, like with your energy to the camera,
Sure.
so that we can
Sure,
just
yeah.
receive this energy, have it as a permission slip? Yes.
Wow. Love that.
Yeah, Aaron Kari.
I hereby bless the One Podcast and all of your followers and everyone who might be watching with just the ultimate grace and love and support. You guys can do anything you want. Just
Mm,
go do it.
yes.
Amen.
Amen. It is so.
Take it all in.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
Powerful,
Yep.
man.
Thank you guys.
Yeah. So we'll end that, man, with the one meditation. You've taken us in a great space already with that
Oh
energy. I
yeah.
definitely felt it. So as we
Awesome.
go into our one meditation, you guys know, we call this our one breath. You guys will go into your one breath, and that one breath is your own inhale. It's your own exhale.
Mm,
It's your own period of time for holding it. This is your one
mm,
breath. So as we go into that space, breathing into our bodies,
mhm,
holding it as long as we need to hold it, releasing it when we're ready to releasing it, breathing it, internalizing it, externalizing it. One breath. We're going deeper into our one breath, existing in the time, the here, the now, the present. This one breath, this one moment, knowing that our thoughts create our reality. We go deeper into the depths of ourself, and as we go lower, we go higher. Breathing, breathing, breathing into our one breath. As we go deeper into this one breath, we just see a world where people are just so unlocked in their spiritual gifts and abilities that being supernatural is just normal. That people are just seeing things move. We see a world where Aaron is just moving the ministry of this technique, moving the
Mhm.
ministry of his purpose, moving the ministry of his heart, across the world, across the globe, bringing heat and excitement and energy more powerful than fire, more powerful than electricity. We just see the fire of his heart burning. We just see the excitement of his family, his past, his grandparents excited, his ancestors delighted based on what he's come to bring, that he is such a part of this plan, of this timing right now, here in humanity. We're just so grateful to our
Yes.
top guests and everything that he brings. We see a world where there's no homelessness, where nobody's wondering if they have to be outside in the cold. Nobody has to think about if their stomach hurts, due to hunger, that there's no poverty. We see it eradicated. We see this world that we exist in now where everybody just loves each other, all races, all genders, all forms of
Yes.
sexual orientation, all belief systems. Everyone just seeks understanding. Everyone seeks compassion, that we all understand that we are one.
Yes. Yes. And we see a world where people just know that they're so powerful, that they're God, that their thoughts create their reality,
Mhm.
that they're positive, optimistic, no negativity, just all love.
And we just speak right now to our viewers as well as our top guests, those listening, and we just say, we are one, and continue to know that you are God, you are powerful, you are limitless, you are unstoppable,
It's,
you are more than your physical body. Thank you for your time. And so it is.
so it is.
mm.
All right. We
Thanks for
appreciate
that.
you. Yeah,
I
we
feel
appreciate
good.
Thank
you
you.
guys. Yeah, thank you guys so much for joining us on this episode. That felt great. We're so excited to have our top guest, Aaron. Thank you for being here. We appreciate your
Yes,
time.
thank you.
Take care, Aaron. We appreciate that, bro. Um, really, really great time spending time with you, man. I feel like we could have gone on a lot longer, but
Easily.
we keep it keep it normally to an hour.
Yeah.
Um, and
It's okay. Have me back on.
Yeah,
We'll
please,
keep doing
please,
it.
Yeah, we
please, bro.
definitely, yeah,
Yeah, we
yeah.
also want to send you out some merch, bro. We're in the process of
Fuck yeah.
itemizing our stuff, so we're actually setting up the website right now. We have somebody working on it, and we're working with
Cool.
our manufacturer too to get like different things. But in like size of a hoodie? What's size do you wear?
Hoodie large.
Okay, good to know. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'll send you guys some art too at some point in time.
Oh, thank you, my guy. Yeah, I
Yeah.
appreciate you. That is
So
your
thank
art
you.
back there, isn't that?
Yeah, it is.
That's
Yeah.
No
sexy, bro.
way.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
beautiful one right there too.
Yeah, I can
Wow.
show you if you want to see it a bit closer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Is that like a gold? Because I love yellow, man. That's
That's your
Yeah, it's
favorite
like all
color.
yellow tones.
yeah.
Oh my
I like to
gosh, I
like
love
find
that.
faces within like the background, you know.
Wow. Wow. That's
Did you
amazing.
did you make that yourself?
Yeah.
And how did you make that?
Wow.
So it's acrylic and Posca markers on top.
Wow, bro.
That's
Yeah.
Yeah,
fire.
Yeah, you
that's
look
my
like a
style.
creative dude, bro. You look like you could be you look like you could be
Thank
that
you.
like right like at night you look like somebody that could be underground rap battle rapper, bro. Seriously.
Oh my God, look at that.
Seriously.
Yeah, all these are
That's
just like little
sexy.
one-line faces, you
Wow.
know.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh. Oh, look at
Wow.
that. That's
That is
very
fire,
Yeah.
man.
detailed.
That's got that LA
Yeah.
feel too, man. It looks like LA art that you would see
Oh,
in
really?
these homes. Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Are you
debating
selling
whether or
your
not.
art too?
Yeah, I am. Yeah,
Oh,
for
thank you,
sure.
brother.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Sexy, man. Sexy
powerful.
pieces.
Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'll get you something at some point
Yeah,
for a
take your
thank
time,
you.
bro. Yeah, yeah. We
Yeah.
appreciate you, bro. And I did want to
Yeah.
ask you too, bro. Where did the name Eight Snakes come from?
Oh, yeah. So I'm born in a snake year,
Oh, okay.
1989,
Okay.
and it's actually a snake year this year as well.
Wow.
So that's
Mm.
kind of why I've had like such a transformation this year. Um,
Yeah.
like I was born in a 9 year. Nine is like the end of a cycle. So like transformation and the snake, shedding its skin to the animal of transformation.
Yeah.
So yeah, I felt the energy powerful this year. And the eight is just my lucky number. Born in August 89. And eight is the number of like money, power, karma,
Infinity.
infinity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Abundance. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you know that we
Powerful.
actually confirmed our meeting with you on the 18th.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is an eight. Today's an 8 day actually as well.
Oh, wow.
11 plus
11,
2
2.
plus 9. Oh no, it's a 22. Never mind. I lied.
Okay.
It's a
Yeah.
22 day, which is a master number.
Yeah. Definitely a master
Wow.
number. Yeah, man.
Powerful.
Builder.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
But
Thank you so much again. We really,
Yeah.
really appreciate you,
yeah,
everything that you've been sharing here.
yeah,
Yeah.
bro.
Thanks, guys. I look
Yeah.
forward to the next one.
All right, my brother. Yeah,
Oh,
we'll
yeah.
stay in touch with you soon, man. And again, we really appreciate what you're doing for the collective, the earth, the humanity. We really do mean
Hmm.
that, man, because you're literally letting people just know what's possible and just how powerful they are. It's not even just telekinesis that you're unlocking in people. It's
Mm.
more than that. It's
Yeah.
understanding their
Right.
essence, and being people that remember it. There's nothing greater, in my opinion, than doing what we're doing. So, thank you. It's just an honor to be alongside you and to see your craft and your expertise and anything that we can do to support you. We definitely want to
Yeah,
be to
no,
support you.
exactly. I appreciate you guys too, because like you see the value in it and you're
Oh,
you're
yeah.
really like spreading the light, to everyone.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, thanks for doing
Yeah.
that. You're doing
Yeah.
important work.
Thank you, my brother. There's nothing more
All
Thank
right.
you.
important, man. We love you, fam.
Yeah, love you too. Have a good
All right.
one.
Love you
Peace.
too.
Appreciate you. Take care,
Thank
my brother.
Bye.
Whoa. Another one.
How was that not powerful?
Powerful, man. And I can't wait to, because I'm going to be having some of the overlays too where he's talking, like you're going
Mm-hmm.
to see his hands were shaking in the competition. You can see him moving things with his mind.
Yeah, exactly.
Um,
Yeah, I feel like I had so many more questions too, but I feel like the
yeah.
time went so fast.
I feel like he said the same thing too. Like, man, this thing kind of went quick.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Because it feels like an hour. Wow, you know,
Yeah,
you can ask a lot of questions, but you really can't. I mean, there's so
yeah,
many questions. So
yeah,
it was
exactly.
great to see, and also his creativity. I
Yeah,
mean, wow, he's a creative person.
yeah. And like, man, it's so, like we told you guys in the beginning, it's so important to have your own podcast because this is why I say we're TLP, the one. And I'm often always saying that there's not a cooler podcast and podcast community than our community. It's because it's my community. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So how could anything be more cooler than what I've
You create your own
created.
reality,
Yeah,
so
exactly.
it's,
Like,
it's
some people may talk about this thing, that's not cool to me. That's okay. No, not hate, but these things that we're talking about are just
mm-hmm.
the coolest thing. So how can we not be the coolest community? So grateful to have you guys here.
Yeah,
And
yeah. Thank you so
that
much.
was amazing, so much to talk about, really.
Yeah, yeah, I feel like he
Hmm.
shares some really interesting things and stuff that you can actually take with you because I'm already going to be doing the breathing techniques that he was talking about.
Oh man, just the
I
blessing he
mean, like,
did
did you
too.
see how he was going? Yeah, that one. And then did you see how he was going into his, when he was showing and demonstrating the breathing?
Yeah.
I thought he was going into a channeling session or
Mm-hmm.
something
Mm-hmm.
because, that's how I've seen when we were talking to Ryoka, when we see all these uh
Bashar.
Bashar, when we see David Lutherington, when we
Yeah,
see all these
exactly.
people
Yeah.
literally going into a
Uh,
channel, and you guys have seen it too.
uh-huh.
We have had David Lutherington on where he's like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm gonna go into it, but the
Uh-huh.
way he was just shaking his head, almost like how he was
Yeah.
like
Mm-hmm.
he's going somewhere.
Yeah. And remember, he said he only takes him 3 breaths to get there.
Yeah. So, and
Okay.
he said he does it every day or something. Like he does it. Did he say every day or he does it 3 times? Something like that.
Yeah,
But
I don't know, but I think he's practicing telekinesis every day. But he just says 3 times to get in that flow state. But that flow state is the same thing as that manifesting state. So the more that you guys can understand that, that's how he's manifesting these wills to move. Yeah, he dropped a lot of key little clues and gems in there, but
yeah,
that flow state is where you can ensure that you're always at it. So if you feel anxiety, stress, you really want to check yourself and at the very least focus on what you're focusing on, but focus on it from that flow state. So take the command and knowing this is a reality that's an illusion, projection from you are God. Step into it, and handle it from that flow state. And that
yeah,
flow
yeah.
state may make you realize it from a different perspective, like it's not that big of a deal, or this is a better way to do it, a faster way, more efficient.
Yeah, yeah. And are you in that flow state with uh before you're going into the out of body experience?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
before you're going out of
exactly,
your body?
exactly.
Isn't that
Yeah,
the
I was,
same
I was,
state?
I
Yeah.
was gonna bring that up. It's the exact same
Yeah.
flow state.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, all you're doing is like what Brandon described. You're just clearing out the thoughts from the mind being empty, so then you can just be aware. And then that clear, empty awareness allows you to step into possibly something else's awareness. It could be your own
Mm.
higher awareness now. Some
Yeah.
people call that your higher self, but
Mm-hmm.
some people say that you are your awareness, you are imagination or you are consciousness. So whatever
Yeah.
terms you guys want to use those terms. I don't really get stuck into terms personally.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. I mean, wow, like we are so powerful. And
Yeah.
you just learn it every time, like when we are sitting with guests.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's amazing what is just opening my eyes and I'm realizing, okay, I am that powerful. Like just those examples, like you said, when you're asking him, what's your diet look like? What's your this look like? And he's just this very normal person, like
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
like all of us,
Mm-hmm.
and then he can do that, and that means you can do that. It means I can do that. No,
Yeah.
anybody that wants to do
Yeah.
that can do so. You don't
Mm-hmm.
have to be in a certain diet, certain sleep schedule. But he
Mm-hmm.
said also, if you get your sleep, if you get your rest, if you this and that would
Mm-hmm.
just help. That makes
Mm-hmm.
sense.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And it makes perfect sense because like that would help with anything. If you were gonna just
Yeah,
go to work
exactly.
and do a job that you don't like, you still want to know that you got your rest.
Exactly. I mean, yeah, getting your rest, when you
Hmm.
don't have no rest, I mean, you just, people just know, like, for me, if I don't have my sleep, like, get my sleep, have my rest, it's almost like you're moving like a zombie almost. Like, your brain's
Yeah.
just like
Hmm.
brain fog type of thing.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But it
Yeah.
was it was a great meeting,
I
wasn't it?
really enjoyed it. Yeah. And
Yeah.
just seeing his art,
Hmm.
beautiful. Like, did you see the second picture?
Yeah,
The
all of
second
them are
art he
fire
was
because you
showing, like,
remember
it was so
I love
detailed.
yeah, yellow and
Yeah.
gold, and then the next one was like gold and black. So it was
Yeah.
all my
And it was
language.
so detailed. Like, wow.
Hmm. And isn't it
So.
crazy? We confirmed with him on the 18th. His number's 8.
Yeah, I was
All
gonna
these
ask
little
that too. I was
synchronicities.
like, where does your eight snakes come from? But
Yeah.
we were
Hmm.
just going into, that's why I said there's
So
not
many.
enough time to ask those questions.
Yeah.
We need to have him
Uh-huh.
on again.
Yeah. And the thing is, it's because we focus on being so efficient for our audience and our viewers, and our
Yeah, exactly.
community.
Respecting the time as well.
Yeah, exactly. So sometimes these things, as you guys have seen in past episodes, they can flow that way, but we really try to construct them in a way that allows you to get like a bite-sized uh, sense or slice or source of freedom, that just can let
Mm,
you get a nice little escape gateway to know that there's others like you having conversations like this. And again, if these conversations, interest you, excite you, please be sure to like, subscribe,
yeah,
follow, share, get this out so that we can have the algorithm find more people that are exactly just like you. So we
exactly.
couldn't be more enthused than to have more people just like you. So you are the reason why we are the builder community right now.
Mm-hmm.
As we go towards 1,000, we appreciate you all being a part of our
Yeah,
anatomy,
thank you so
our
much.
history, to be able to say, hey, I was a part of that 1,000. I was a part of that 100, 200, 300. As we've been growing, as of this day, we're still only 1 month old and we've got 300 subscribers. So we're so
Yeah.
thankful for you all and so
And we just
appreciative of
got a
you all.
comment as you're saying that.
Really. See
I
what you
just
put your
let
awareness on.
yeah, I just literally just got it from like you know how when it comes down, I'm
Mm-hmm.
like we literally just got a comment. So, see, that's so exciting.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. We love your guys' comments too.
Yeah. It says, wow,
We
okay, what?
we see you too. Danny, truth.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Ooh, we love you
And
too. Thank you.
yeah, congratulations, Danny, too. On getting out of your body. We see you commenting on the Brandon Suarez. We'll try to get you know, we'll try to get your comment answered, but there's so many right now. But we do see you, Danny. You know,
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, we love our community so much.
yeah.
We love you too, Danny. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just a comment, you know, asking about the binaural beats too, because that's what that is what worked for me,
Mm-hmm.
or
Yeah.
works for me when I go into
Mm-hmm.
my wave,
Yeah.
vibration.
Mm-hmm. And just
So
making sure that we put those binaural beats in that.
I will put in the binaural beats in there what I'm listening to.
Yeah.
So
Because remember, we already put it in there on the Brandon one. We just want to put
yeah,
it. That
exactly.
might be the replay that we just did on Sunday that they're asking.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, yeah.
And so
But
now we can
I will
just,
just edit it again.
yeah, we can just reply back to them and say, hey, we just put it in the description for you.
Yeah,
The,
exactly.
the
Yep.
the exact binaural beats that Ebru used, to go out of her body.
I got out of my body.
Yeah, Brandon Suarez,
Feels
shout
so
out.
great.
Yeah, shout out to Darius, J. Wright, Alchemist 369, Bam, Corey, Jonadine,
Yeah,
everybody that has just been inspiring other people in the entire paradigm experience. Awaken the joy.
yeah,
Out of body stories, all of these great brands out there, man, that are spreading the message. And
yeah.
there's still so many more that we're forgetting. But
Oh yeah. I mean,
I'm so happy, man, that
all of our guests and
yeah.
people,
Like you
community.
notice, everybody just got here. You remember Segi just started his account in April. You
Yeah, I
just
was
started Telekinesis in April.
like,
You
he
know,
just started this year. That's what I'm saying. So
yeah,
for me, that just
hmm
tells me I'm limitless. I'm
yeah,
powerful. Like if I
hmm
want to just start learning telekinesis, I can do that. If I
hmm
want to start, if I want to just be able to see what my eyes closed, mind sight, I can do that because I
hmm
am that powerful. And
hmm
you are
hmm
too.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just like, but just, not just those things. Just remind yourself that you're so powerful. Like, and that could be anything,
hmm
around you. You're
hmm
so powerful. You can get that perfect, let's say it's job, like, and let's say you can get that car you want. You can get that
Yeah,
house you want. You can get this, or you can really do it because it is mine. It
yeah.
is your belief system.
Yeah, that's why I wanted him to try to ask that question directly about using his mind. Because remember, Brandon has been manifesting a lot of the body, creating
Mm-hmm.
cities,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I was
creating
thinking that you were. Yeah.
Lamborghinis.
Yeah,
So
exactly. That would be interesting if he was
yeah,
like going into that type of because he
mm-hmm,
said telekinesis is about manifestation, beliefs, and like that's what is so powerful about this. I didn't even know that is about like it's like you're removing these limiting beliefs.
mm-hmm,
You are literally getting rid
mm-hmm,
of those fears,
mm-hmm,
these silly fears
mm-hmm,
that's blocking you from getting where you want to go.
uh-huh.
That's powerful because how
You know?
many people are just limiting themselves or having fears they don't even
Yeah.
know about,
Mm-hmm.
so I mean that was
Yeah.
so powerful. Oh wow,
Yeah.
thank you
Very
so
powerful.
much, Aaron, just reminding me again that I'm powerful, that I'm God.
Mm-hmm.
So powerful.
Powerful experience, man, of just having him here. I can't wait to have the next guest that we have tomorrow. And this is gonna be a special returning guest for you all. And I will tell you this right now, it's not Brandon Suarez.
Another powerful guest though.
Another
Or
powerful guest. And we
or should
also
I say
have,
guests?
yeah, and we also have a brand new guest coming up too for you guys as well.
Yeah,
So
amazing,
we look
amazing.
forward to
Very exciting.
communicating y'all. We love y'all. Thank y'all for
We
being a
love you
part of
so
this.
much. Thank
You're
you.
you're making this thing grow. You're making this thing happen as a Patreon premium access member,
Yes.
or a co-creator. You guys are the ones making this show on the road happen. So we're just happy to talk
Thank
to our
you.
team, talk to those that have been making this thing happen, and like you said, co-creators expect to see your names on the end credits because it's you. And even if it's one of you, it's you.
Yeah,
And we
exactly.
love you. And we'll talk to you
Love
guys
you.
soon. See you next time. We are one. TOP,
The One
the one
Podcast.
podcast.